Hi, connections. I'm about to pull from the energy and see what's all going on this wonderful Wednesday. Um, Everything feel like it's going quite calm, honestly, but we're gonna see what enlightenment spirit has for us. Um, which is definitely a big statement today because I got my all blue on. It's really shiny, so that's a lot of communication. Speaking of, I actually met somebody yesterday who was a Scorpio on top of that. It was the first person that I want to say I believe that I met in person, and I asked them their zodiac. You can meet somebody, but you don't know their zodiac. And I asked her zodiac, and she was a Scorpio. I was like, I'm all up in your territory today, and she was like, first love. That's definitely it. Because when I said that, like, oh my God, I'm all up in your territory. I said, because you in my first house and my 12th house. Scorpio placements is in my first house and 12th house. And she was like, oh, that's that first love. And it's like, when she said that, it didn't click until I got away from her. It's like, oh my God, that's exactly the energy that I've been talking about when it comes, because first house for me, for us in general, it symbolizes your identity, yourself, who you are. And it's like my first love, which is intriguing, which is a water base, which goes back to what I talked about yesterday of the aspect of the age of Aquarius and then the age of Pisces. I'm a naturally the age of Pisces, but I do operate in blue. I just see a blue car go by. The age of Aquarius, which is in the air, which explains my outburst, but I'm still learning about that. Honestly, it's just I love when puzzle pieces start coming together, and she brought that to my attention just by saying that's that first love. It's you. But I'm gonna start off with the Eightfold Path, and then I believe I'm gonna pull from the 12 Universal Laws to see um, what laws standing out today. Compliments of the universe. But we're gonna start with the Eightfold Path to see where the mind is at and where the mind will be headed to. Oh Jesus! And already on the highway, 'cause I'm recording in the windowsill. Felt the need to record in the windowsill. I haven't recorded in the windowsill lately. I've been looking at it, but I haven't recorded in there. But intriguingly, the sign wrong way is catching my attention. Very intriguing. Maybe you're going the wrong way. You're about to learn it. Wherever the mind is at, because it just caught my attention. Wrong way. You're going the wrong way. Hey, where are you at, mind? As you're going the wrong way. Jesus. Oh, right concentration. Your mind is on the right school bus. How funny. That's an older school bus, too. I don't think that's a normal school bus. That might be a jail bus, metaphorically, if that makes sense. It looked like it had bars on the window or something. But I never seen a jail bus look like that. Like, I actually rode a jail bus before. I was so geeked. I feel like I've been in all like the police vehicles except for the helicopter. Like, I've been in the van, I've been in the bus, I've been in the truck, I've been in the car. I just haven't been on the helicopter. You gotta do some extreme stuff, obviously, for that. But I don't think I'm gonna make it to that level unless you want like a celebrity aspect where I don't know. I don't know way to get me to that level to be able to ride on the helicopter, honestly. But anywho, your mind is on the right concentration at the moment. Where would the mind be headed to? And it's a green base. You're thinking about love or growth. Intriguing. You got love on the mind? That's love. You got love on the mind. It's intriguing when you use green for the love aspect because you normally think of red being a love base. Because even you can't see right now, I can show you really quick. My heart on my chest is red base, but this is a chakra base. Chakra base. If you follow the chakra concept, the green symbolize your heart space, and you're all up in your heart space. It's the right concentration for sure. I was thinking of growth, but even if you're in a love aspect, you dated somebody, talking to somebody, love something, I don't know. Your focus is in there, and it's the right concentration. It's love. You're all. That's funny too. Look, look who I brought out. That's so funny. I got the Victoria's Secret love spell. That's funny. I put it on my hands before I started. Um, just to be all moisturized on pop up on you guys all ashy. It's just, it's code, and you gotta stay hydrated and moisturized, which for me, moisturized is hydrated, but I don't do the ashy status too well. But anyhow, I actually brought Love Spell out. That's funny. I haven't used it, but to bring it closer on the scene is intriguing. That's important. Where is the mind be headed to? I would like it want to come out. Who is that? Mindfulness. Where would the mind be headed to, Spirit? Strategizing. Hey. Where would the mind be headed to? I really want some juice, really, in the red one day come out. That's funny. Who is that? Hold on, give me just a second. Oh, I got my socks over here ducked off. Get up there. Who are you? Who are you? Guess who it is? Mindfulness. Anyway, that's funny. Your mind is headed to mindfulness. You're going to probably be doing some communication for sure. That's funny. Mind is full. That's why it's contemplating. You don't know what to do. You got the right focus, right concentration, but you don't know your next move. Memory full. You have to release some things. You have to project what you're feeling. Or memory full, pretty much. You got to strategize. You got to make space. If that makes sense. Strategize, make space. Dun 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 dun. Now we're going over to the 12 universal laws. That's intriguing. Because even within that energy, fix that up a little bit. That within that energy, I believe that aspect alone, but it made me got something in my nail. Going the wrong way. Rushing thinking it can have you going the wrong way. If you weren't already going the wrong way. Take time to think. Contemplate on what you're feeling, what you have received, things like that. Think. Because that mindfulness is normally a thinking concept, but for me, the way it's coming through, and sometimes normally do, is memory full. Like this is what it says. Mind full is full. It's complete. Memory full. You have to release some things. That's the aspect of cautious of, don't rush it. Because that could lead you to go the wrong way. Which was the start of a sign that I noticed is to go the wrong way. We're going to see what universal law is standing up does die. Cargo. That's cause and effect. Cause and effect flipped out. That's funny. And it flipped over on reverse side where you won't notice it's a cause and effect. This happens, then this happens. But you will learn later. This one is always the lead ringer. Always the, why you way back here and you way up here individual. This one. Everything is always a cause and effect. But today, it came out on the scene. Very intriguing. I want to see who all followed up within this. The law of compensation, the law of perpetual. That's not what that says, pardon me. The law of compensation, the law of polarity. I can just show you guys. The law of compensation, the law of polarity, the law of correspondence. You got to respond back to energy. The law of cause and effect, the law of compensation. You have to respond back. That your memory full. You have to respond. You received. Respond. The law of vibration is flipped in reverse. Then the law of relativity, the law of gender. Who is that? Transmission of energy. I feel like none of these really are relevant, honestly, at the moment, until some things get projected. But the law of divine oneness is at the bottom. I feel like the rest of that is irrelevant, honestly. Let's see what zodiac is standing out today. Cause and effect. Oh, that came out quickly, Jesus. That came out quickly, Jesus. We got two. Ah, look who it is. Libra and Cancer. Ha 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 ha. You balance. You have to project. That's why I said law of polarity. That energy in the dark is coming to the moon. Your balance. Respond. There's no way you don't notice it. Because you're receiving answers in the dark. Or you received what you need. Um, you got the Venus and the moon. I'm ready to pull some cards now. Our highlights for the path, we got your mind is on the right concentration. Where is it headed to? Right mindfulness. The universal law that's standing out today is the law of cause and effect. And then the zodiacs that's standing out today is Libra and Cancer. Ruling planets, Venus and the moon. A lot of enters in the dark. A lot of blessings in disguise. Because even with me saying enters in the dark, it may just be another person telling you, but you wouldn't expect that person to be telling you that information. You could be watching it on TV, in the news. You're getting the message in a disguised way, but it's a blessing. That's what the moon do. It's light in the dark. And it's a balance. It's in the air. It's air and water. That's just what I was talking about. That's funny. When it comes to the age of Aquarius and the age of Pisces. What's that song? Who is that? Ah, Jesus. It's a Christmas song. The new old-fashioned way. Oh my God. As much as I love Christmas music, I feel like I put myself on spot real quick and I can't think of the words in the song. Everybody's dancing in the new old-fashioned way. It's balanced. It's in the harmony together. Now, what do you do with that? In the new old-fashioned, and everybody's dancing. Oh my Jesus, I can't remember all the words right now. It's just that new old-fashioned way. Everybody's dancing. Marigold and the new who is that? Dun, 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 dun. Is that walking around the Christmas tree? I think that's walking around the Christmas tree. Yeah, it's walking around the Christmas tree. Boy, oh boy. And look who it is again. Oh, this is a hell of a balance. It's gonna be continuously that. You got air and water, water and air at the top of the bottom. Then it's Pisces. Who is the next one? It's fire. Sagittarius. That's funny though. That's a super balance. That's gorgeous. That's beautiful. That made me happy. In the new fashion. What's the message, spirit, within this? Like clarity. You guys gave the message. What are you gonna do with it? It's balanced. This is like having what you want, and you get what you want. What are you gonna do with it? What do you do with it? Then it comes with a cause and effect. So you can't rush it. You need to think. This is like a contract aspect of the energy. Read it through. Make sure you understand everything in it. And so many of us is guilty of that, just signing things. I have no clue what signing is. Just, you told me the top highlights, but in the middle of it, at the end of it, the next sentence, it just was like, whoa, I didn't know that part. And you rushed. You didn't fully understand. You just liked it a pickaboo. Uh, reach for the stars. That's lovely. Dream high. Strategize very high. That's amazing. Reach for the stars. And I'd be like, dream big. Act big. You know, even that contract, this reminds me of, it's making me excited because it reminds me of like, I won't say a celebrity, which I actually mentioned the celebrity earlier, but, and you are doing a contract aspect and you put in that request that you want. Dream high, big. Request what you really want. Express your joy. How funny, awesome. This is making me excited. Express your joy. And look at this. Look at this, Jesus. But that's the wholeness. That mindfulness is the wholeness part. And it's love doing it. It's where your concentration is at. That's the funny part. That wholeness and love. And there's a song called That's the Power of Love. I feel like one of those energies. Probably why Love Spell came out today. You can go and cast a goddamn spell on me, which not really. It's just alignment is alignment, and alignment will always be alignment. You can't cast a spell on nothing that's not alignment. It's not meant to be. Anything else, Spirit? Ooh, nothing. But we are in spell casting time. That did just come through recently. So even with you signing things, writing things, it forms an alignment naturally. That's spell casting. This is a lot that came out, Jesus. Go for your dreams. Retreat. Tune out distractions. Seek hidden treasure. Be true to yourself. Shine your light. Make a plan. And that's it right there. Make a plan. Accept what is dying. Let go of the old. There is new coming in. Let go of the old. You have to accept it. Make a plan. Accept what is dying. Take the lead. Take the lead. I like that one a lot. Take the lead. Accept what is dying. Make a plan. I feel like that's the energy right there. All these other ones is just confirming it. Like this is going with the path for sure. Take the lead. Accept what is dying. Make a plan. Then it goes right into shine your light, which is reach for the stars. Express your joy. Be true to yourself. Like, you're whole. You have the answers. It's like you have the tools. And to deny it, I can't even say deny it. Picking a way to express this. It says be true to yourself. I don't know. This reminds me of a Peter energy. Somebody know how to explain it. When you're not true to yourself, definitely when you know you have the answers, you're balanced. Libra is that you're balanced. This is literally like you have the right person, you in the right place, and then somebody else come around, or you talking to somebody else, and you just totally, I don't know this person. What this? You're not being true to what you actually feeling, what's actually happening. That's one of those energies. That's intriguing. That's like the total opposite side of being true to yourself. Seek hidden treasures. This compliments of the moon. You're going to find answers in other places. This is where you can maybe recognize signs all over the place. Honestly, definitely if you're dealing with a balance. Definitely if it's the aspect of two becoming one. You can find signs all over the place, like you're literally together. If that makes sense. That's what's coming out. Seek hidden treasures. Tune out distractions. Anything that's telling you you are crazy or just on a different path than you, obviously. Tune those distractions out. It is important. Or you will be going the wrong way, just like in the beginning. You're going the wrong way. Probably because you have outside sources that are saying that's a no buenos. When it's a no buenos for them. It's not for them. That's an intriguing aspect. If this is a family concept metaphorically, it could be career. Either way within this concept, you have to trust yourself. You have to be true to yourself. And normally, sometime outside distractions ruin the foundation. That's the intriguing part. Very intriguing part. Then retreat and go for your dreams. That was a lot that came out. It makes sense. It's just that was a lot. Um, grieve your losses at the bottom. Grieve your losses at the bottom. That's funny to me a little bit. Boy, what house is influencing this energy? 10th house is up top already. That's funny. 10th house. Balance. Who at the bottom? 8th house. Aha, here and after. Here and after. That's like that song, I Have Loved You for 1,000 Years. But it also makes me think of a song called Cartoon, when it's and on we go. It doesn't matter if I'm in this physical form or not. We'll always be connected. That's the intriguing part. I feel like I've been learning that lesson, and even I feel like I lived it. Where you will run into somebody else that you have been married to before within this life structure of a form. It's an intriguing energy. And how you even deal with something like that? Like you can be in a whole new marriage in this life, but your last life, that person's energy is back. How do you deal with that? But that's why it's important to have those conversations. Senses came out, 12th house. That's funny. You can sense them. You should be able to recognize signs of them. And that could even be that grieve losses aspect that I've seen. Kind of forgot I was about to say that. Made me excited seeing this. Because that's the energy. That's one you could definitely be dealing with. But I was saying, have them conversations. As into, if something was to happen to me, do you want them to move on? People be afraid to have that conversation. As to, if something happened to me, I do want you to go on, I might even got a specific person I want you to get with, or maybe don't. You have to have them conversations, just like people make those wills as to, I want to leave all this stuff behind. You need to speak on that aspect energetically too. Because energy don't go nowhere. It comes right back. And that can mentally bother you. Because it's still there. But they're supposed to be helping and guiding you, but when you see the flesh just stop, but you still feel their presence, you still recognizing the connection, definitely when it is operating through another person, it gets really intriguing. That's what energy does. That's what energy does. It can hop into a vehicle like a person like me, and I can translate the energy. Like I am a medium. That's how they operate. Sometimes they're in a physical form, and sometimes they're not. Sometimes they are literally got their own whole new vehicle. They get the whole new life status, but that energy is still the same. You know, people who actually had a oneness connection and still connected because they have loved them for 1,000 years. They just keep finding each other. That's a beautiful, beautiful, sad, gorgeous energy. Honestly, yeah. This big old world. There be so much going on in this big old world. Jesus, 12th house, your census. And that could even be the balance in the dark energy. Got that widow energy going on. And I am in my beautiful blue. That's funny, Jesus. Ay, ay, ay. Then we got communication, third house. Got fourth house, represents the foundation, your structure. Eighth house, scandals hidden in secret, halfway. Teaching, a balance. Here and after. Yeah. Oh, you and your person, y'all closer. Closer. Look at that. Y'all together. Y'all are together. Y'all together. Hello. Hello. Together. You went from eighth house, separated like 8 spaces, like 8 houses apart, to halfway to y'all together. Y'all are goddamn together. 12th house status. Y'all can sense each other. Y'all pretty much right next to each other. Y'all together. Y'all together. That's amazing. Now this is the aspect of, is this operating in widow style, or y'all literally came physically together? Like y'all might have, I don't know, been in different states or dating different people, or y'all just were separated. Y'all are together. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Jesus Christ, y'all together. Got the sixth house. It's in the dark through a portal of oneness. Yeah, this is energetically. I'm not actually together. It's energetically. It's oneness. 11th house is the portal. It's identifying. And 6th house is in the dark. And then there's you. And third house just popped right there, but that was just not right there. But communication. There's communication between you. And how did that go into the order? That just flipped out of order intriguingly. Because now y'all separated again. Very intriguing. I'm gonna read it just the way I see it, honestly. Just the way the cards fell back down this way. It'd be you, communication, represents the foundation of your structure, dealing with a scandal or hidden in secret, halfway, teaching, a balance, and there goes your spouse at the top of the deck. On top of the balance, where are you at now on this deck? Jesus Christ. That was a quick pickaboo. That almost irritated me. It was so quick. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 spaces. That's 7. And they go to, at the end. It's the end. It goes right back to the here and after. It doesn't matter if it's in the present or later, the future, where it's like you're on the eternal side. You're still one. That's what's being taught. Your spouse is teaching you that balance. You're learning that's beautiful. You're learning a balance of oneness. And that's so funny how I broke that down too. That's funny. I said, oh my God, yeah, I went from 8 spaces, which that's the eighth house, which is here and after energy, or you're dealing with scandals or something hidden in secret. Either y'all got something going on within either one of y'all structures, or it's a scandal or some shit that's hidden in secret that y'all don't know, or y'all literally operating like that with each other. Y'all are hidden in secret because y'all don't know about each other. You might be in the wrong alignment. You don't even think this person exists. It's hidden, which actually came out in Gaia. Your destiny, was that in Destiny? It's hidden. It's in a twofold pole. It's in a twofold, which means you're definitely dealing with this type of energy. You literally could be dealing with a widow energy and then remarrying somebody and you're still carrying that other energy. Or literally you're with somebody and you're extending your structure. You actually found your soulmate, your person you just was with in the last life. That's the intriguing part. I think that lesson is getting intensified and it's even going in that structure. Oh, that's so deep, Jesus. And my neck is hurting. Pardon me. I'm feeling a little stiff just because my neck is still hurting. Jesus. I need some juice. I got some coffee, but I really need some juice really bad. I'm gonna go to the store and get me some juice. Oh, Jesus. But as I was saying, this energy is getting intensified from a sin aspect. People are actually forming those type of connections because of that. Definitely when you step outside of your marriage and you ask for forgiveness, you have to rebuild in a different form. You go, you do that little confession and you be forgiven. It is broken. Those puzzle pieces, it is broken. It can be fixed, but it has to get fixed in a different form. Some people think, even though they do make it go like that metaphorically, realistically, you have to build in a different form. And it is now starting to come in the form of 3. It's intriguing. But the way this energy coming through, it's like a widow energy, but it reminds me also of the same energy of a soulmate who you actually are meant to. Nigga, a chirper. I seen a chirper, which is the angel. That's funny. It flew into the tree. But it was gorgeous. Um, it's just so like you found them, but you already started building a structure, but that could be going the wrong way. You didn't choose the right person. They might have qualities that you liked and that and this, but it's not the right person. What do you do with that? Great question. You can just play like you don't notice. I don't know. Honestly, that's the energy then, for sure. You're in something already, but it's not the right structure. Or if it is meant to expand. There's a bigger lesson in it, but it's a lesson that you already learned. That's the intriguing part. It's almost kind of like Wheel of Fortune, because you already chose this person lifetimes ago. That's the intriguing part within this energy. That's where it's like it's not even maybe like it's a no-brainer. You already chose this person, but metaphorically, this lifetime you chose somebody else, but you chose this person forever. Forever is forever. You don't even die. That's the intriguing part when I was speak of have those conversations of if this flesh stops, I want you to continue to go on. People don't have that conversation, and forever means forever. Forever. Energy is eternal. And some people they want you to find them. They want to stay together. But some people, they totally forget that. They totally forget it. And they literally move on. That's an intense, beautiful energy. It's almost sad, honestly. Ay, ay, ay. It's a beautiful lesson learning for sure. I gave a few angles because it's a lot within it, but it's all the same angle. It's just different path. Like, this is an overall energy reading. But either, as I was saying, this is coming off like a wheel of fortune energy. It's coming right back. Your person is coming right back. They're right back. Ah, yeah, I can't even explain that again, honestly. Let's go back and watch it. It's just, that's a beautiful energy. It's an intense lesson. And it's funny because this is the day before Thanksgiving. This is the day before Thanksgiving, and your person popped up on you, and so y'all together in the house form in astrology. Y'all were together, and then your spouse went and hopped all the way over to show you it's a balance, whether they are here in this physical form or just airwaveably, eternally. Flesh has stopped, but I can hop into different forms. There's so many ways you can recognize me. That is beautiful. And I can't even see no way where it wouldn't be beautiful. But say, even if you're with somebody, it is still beautiful. It's just your person need to understand this. Like, did you even tell your person that you was married before or something like that? I don't know. Did you not even remember being married before? Like, I don't know. I never got married before. This is my first time. Shit, your last life you was married a few times. That's intriguing. History. That's funny. It's going with the teaching energy. It's history. It's your history. It's going with wisdom, teacher, experience, and history. You've been through this lesson and it's back. Ah, that is so beautiful. It's a cartoon. I can't think of the name of the cartoon right now. Man, you always giving suggestions of movies, but don't be knowing the names. I know, right? I know, right? But I think it's a Halloween one. But it's something about a wife who came back from the dead or something like that. I can't remember what it was, pretty much. It reminds me of it, but I don't remember the actual concept of the movie to even know if that's go hand to hand. But it made me think of it intriguingly. Awkward moment, but it might be relevant. It's just something about that. She came back, and I believe he was with somebody else, and she came back. And the question is, what do you do with that? It's not like you don't love this person. It's not like you wouldn't have chosen this person. It's not like you don't want to choose this person. You wouldn't have chosen this person. You have done it multiple times. You just somehow forgot, or you really thought it was a done deal. Like, that flesh stopped. I thought you was gone. Like, for me, it goes back to you. You literally forgot, or from the jump, you didn't know what you entered into. Like those contracts that I talked about. Make sure you read it all, and you understand it fully. Because one is for two to become one. That's a whole spiritual concept. Even if my physical body stops, I'm in you, silly. We're two became one. Even if one disappeared, one is still present. Like, Jesus. That's the intriguing part. Like, how you understand that part, but think when one disappears, that's still not present. And I get so deep, even with me saying that, it honestly makes me think about how guys carry energy before a woman can even get pregnant. Like, even if you think about it in a form where your spouse died, they go to the eternal side, they're on graduations. You can collect the energy back through your sperm. Like, they naturally carry that energy in there. That's an intriguing aspect, honestly. It just came to my mind. That's the intriguing part. I actually said that kind of recently. People thought I was crazy. Like, I was like, guys get pregnant. Yes, they do. They carry a whole life form. And they have to get rid of it at some point in time, just like a pregnancy. You can't hold it in there forever. It has to come out. Whether you are just having a wet dream, it's just going to come out. You can't keep it in there forever. You have to keep that cycle of life going. Then it can go on to another form, to another person's body. That's how the world keeps going. Really made me even think about that. I don't even honestly remember, honestly. Intriguingly. What an intense energy today on a Wednesday. Very intriguing energy today. I had no clue what it was going to be about. Distraction. And this is Cancer energy. You're distracted. You might miss this. You're distracted. You're not paying attention to your connection. You're distracted. Or you might feel guilty, like it is a distraction. Because you feel your interest in the dark is a distraction. And it's just like anytime you get a universal blessing like this, how dare you call it a distraction? It is a blessing. That blessing in disguise that I talked about, somebody think it's a distraction. How very intriguing. You think your balance is a distraction. Your focus is in the wrong place. Ay, ay, ay. Distractions. You got distractions. Music under there. Music. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart. Music is your balance. That's funny. It came through in the translation I did last night. I did it in a different metaphor, but just how things repeat. Like, I had a shirt on, and it had the same snake that's on the top part of my head on the shirt. I bought that shirt from a body stand. I think they changed their shirts up, but you can still purchase it online, I believe. But years later, I wound up having it on my face. Like, it's intriguing how things repeat right on back. You put something out, and then it comes right on back. It's that same type of energy. Like, some people don't understand my tattoos. Like, I did get inspired from Snapchat. Honestly, they had filters on there, which funnily, Snapchat is a spiritual concept. It's a ghost space. Um, but they had this filter on there, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. I had to have this permanently, because I was already thinking about getting a tattoo, except I was going to get a cross on my face, honestly, an upside down cross on this side of my face right here. But I wound up saying this, and I fell in love off rip, and I was like, I'm getting this permanently, and it's here permanently. But it symbolized my guidance. My guidance is telling me, and then I project it. That's the intriguing part when it comes to that energy, because it's coming from the dark. Some people think snakes are bad. It's something that you don't even think is there, that is guiding you. Some people don't like those type of aspects. They just naturally call it bad because it's like, it's supposed to have been gone. It reminded me of like some Jesus energy where it's like, we hung him on the cross, we gone and beat him up, and we hung him up on the cross, and the audacity of him to wake up in 3 days. We thought we killed him, and he wasn't even dead. He was asleep. Like, they didn't even do the job appropriately. Idiots didn't even kill him. At least that's the way the storyline seemed like it went. Like, you don't tell me he rose up in 3 days in the same form. Now, if he didn't rise up in 3 days in the same form, it makes a little bit more sense, because it probably was energetically how they recognized him. But 3 days he rose up, he wasn't dead. He was probably in a coma or something. You're gonna tell me somebody rose up in 3 days? playing with my nerves to death. But anyhow, that's just my understanding of it. Honestly, it's like rose up 3 days, he wasn't dead. Y'all fucked him up enough where he was out for a minute, but shit, he got his ass right back on up. It's called a coma. But energetically, that's how I really do believe it was. If he rose back up in 3 days, when he was able to recognize his spiritual guidance, it's because of the energy that I'm talking about. You can recognize somebody's energy whether they are in that same form or not. There's ways to recognize them. But it's just distractions right now. It's intriguing because it is holiday time, and I want to say a lot of people pleasing energy metaphorically. I even metaphorically been expecting people to be on that type of behavior. Like, it's the holiday time, smile just because. Make people feel good. Make yourself feel good, you know? But they're so grumpy, intriguingly. Um, just, that's an intriguing energy, honestly. But I can kind of understand this distractions. It can be work, prepping for everything, and you're missing, or could be missing this lesson, or you're afraid of it because you're thinking it's an inappropriate aspect. But it's a lesson. It's meant for you to learn. It's meant for you to act on. It's meant for you to expand. It's those aspects, but very, very intriguing energy, Jesus. I got the cards flipped this way too. Intriguing. It's obvious. It is obvious. Obvious. When they say it's obvious, it's obvious. This is obvious. There's no way you don't know. There's no way you don't know. It's obvious. The cards is flipped this way where you can see it. You know, it's just, I don't know what to do with this. Which I picked that up right from the path aspect in zodiacs. You don't know what to do. Memory full. You received the awareness, but you don't know what to do with it. And that's metaphorically good at the moment because it's something you really got to think about. Like, it's like a contract. For real, like real deal business. You're getting ready to buy a car, a house, I don't know, doing something of an important aspect where you have to read some information before you sign a permanent dot. Almost like a Declaration of Independence style. Understand it all. There's no need to rush. Indigo justice, confidence, and gratitude is in reverse. You know, gratitude is in reverse. You gotta figure out why that's in reverse. Who's the freedom? You may not be noticing the gratitude, but it's coming with freedom. Intriguing. That's lovely to know. I was like, why is gratitude in reverse? Not the day before Thanksgiving, gratitude is in reverse. It's behind the scene type of energy. It's coming with freedom. No worries in that. I had to look down like, hold on. But anyway, justice and confidence. This lesson is bringing this. This is what it's supposed to be doing. It's a justice form and it's supposed to bring you confidence. This makes you stronger in your faith. This is, even for myself, it really goes with this book so much. This science, it came right on time, honestly. I feel like my whole trip to this event that I went to, which was the Gift of Life, because that's where I got these books from. And it was so random. I did not plan on going and buying no books metaphorically. I knew I probably would get some readings done, maybe buy like jewelry, crystals, and things like that. Tarot decks, of course, but I didn't plan on buying books like this. Definitely from a monk's form. Even though I have that behavior, that's why I keep the back of my hair shaved. I naturally know I follow this concept, but I actually didn't think of them being there. Why, I don't know. But one stopped me and was like, if you the OG, like he was intriguing. He wasn't the way I expected him to be, which that's a stereotype, you know. Definitely when it comes to this day and age and how they behave, honestly. So he's like, if you the OG, like what I think you is, and I'm just like, what you mean, sir? I am. But what you know about me that I don't know about me? But anywho, moral of the story is they had these books. Jesus, let me skip that part. They was giving the books out on a charity base, metaphorically. You just donate for the purpose. And I'm just like, I know right now I am traveling really light, so it's like I just really I like the cause. I love a book, but I'm working on a light camper metaphor at the moment where it's like I can't be traveling with too much. Like this fills up my whole bag pretty much. On top of but I'm not gonna complain because this turned out to be the most extraordinary blessing ever. My life is in this book. Even the energy that I'm dealing with right now is in this book. That's the intriguing part. And even what I'm saying right now is going back to something I have to go back and read because it's still in the same chapter. It is an aspect of being able to recognize you're getting closer to your purpose. And it's not really about the physical form, it's the energy. You ever watch on your phone when you are using GPS and it's that little dot and it shows you getting closer and closer and closer? That's the energy form, and people need that to know they're getting closer to their purpose. That's the energy getting closer together. And that's what's happening within this energy today, literally. It's together. You have reached your destination. It's together. And it's showing how it's always together, whether it is physically here or just energetically here. That's the most intriguingest part. And it came from a book that I not planned on freaking getting. I didn't even think monk people would be there. Like, I don't know why. It's intriguing how you know you got a behavior, but you don't know yourself so much, metaphorically, obviously. Because my life is in this book. It's in this book. I'm naturally this concept. Definitely when you say you spiritual and you don't follow this concept, it's intriguing. This is nothing but a spiritual base. It's intriguing. But what was I getting? I think I just said it. Knowing you're getting closer to your purpose. It's important to get signs like that. Like people, even ones who get readings often, it's letting them know they're getting closer to their purpose. It's nice to keep track of that. Just like a journal, metaphorically. Writing down significant things that happens. You can go back and see there's growth happening. It's the same way when you go with the readings. You can track what's happening to know you're getting closer. Or if you're going literally the wrong way. Because you're distracted. There's distractions. And it's intriguing because the distractions could be coming from people that you care for, or you put their opinion obviously higher than your own. And they're going to have you go the wrong way. That's the intriguing part. This journey, literally, for myself learning it normally comes solo until you start finding your people, metaphorically. Because everybody else is going to have you go the wrong way because they don't understand the journey. It's not for them. Because it's not based off this physical form. Like the purpose is not based off the physical form. You can enjoy it, but it's not based off of it at all. At all. That's the intriguing part. When it comes to that. And even with this, I see it over here at the top. The law of divine oneness. This is the main part when it comes to this energy part of the bigger picture of this purpose. And that energy keep coming out. It came out yesterday. I'm going to have to read my book today probably. Because it caught my attention yesterday and I feel that energy again drawing me right back to that book. It's probably going with that Libra and Capricorn energy and that seek hidden treasures. The treasure is in there. Your answer's in there. Light in the dark. It's already been written out. Just it's there. And it's the balance. It's what you need. That's the intriguing part. That can be with that generosity and freedom. Somebody took the time and wrote that all out. And it probably wasn't easy for them. That's the intriguing part. The sacrifices people make that a lot of people don't understand. Like that's the isolation energy. Writing a book is, you best to believe, for the most part, you're isolated. And hopefully you got a good support team. They're going to be telling you should be doing every other thing than that. And then, but that's the generosity part for the overall picture. It's almost like that John 3:16 energy. The bigger picture. More people is going to thrive off of this. One sacrifice, which leads to freedom, which is exhilaration, you know? It's just a lot of this energy do come isolated until you find your people. Metaphorically, and that takes time. For the most part. Some people they luckily born in it and you know, lucky them. But for most, you gotta travel back together. You have to trust yourself to get back together. You have to trust your guidance to get back together. And when I'd say your guidance, because I did say trust yourself, but you have to be able to recognize how other people give you your answers. You have to recognize their spiritual guidance guiding you. You have to have patience because everything don't come so quickly. Everybody having at different times for awakening and people going through real life situations, which put, little pauses on things. Patience a lot of times. What else? Is there anything else? They go to sacrifice. That's funny. Sacrifice. It's that energy. It's for a bigger picture. And it comes right back to that music aspect, metaphorically, that I actually shared last night before I went to sleep. It comes right back. This way, anyway, I'm about to read out this book that somebody wrote. I don't know when they wrote it, honestly, but I got a lot of books. And they all was written probably years ago. And they display energy within the present moment. It's a sacrifice for the bigger picture. That's really, really important. And guardianship is over here. I didn't see that. Guardianship. It's over here. What is guardianship about? I'm going to go to the divine energy for that really quick. I feel like you go with the music. It enters, it's a map. It's just like the constellations. I feel between my leg here. That's a lot, Jesus. Keep your commandments. I'm going to shuffle again. This is a lot. I don't think this was right. I'm going to say them, Doug, just because you never know. I don't want to miss my blessing because it was too good to be true. It was too good to be true. You going to put the blessing back, man, but it was too good to be. It was too much. What you rushing for? Keep your commandments, which that's probably even that. Keep to the script, okay? It came out for a reason. Something I got to work on it. I wonder if my other tarot readers are going to start doing the same thing. Because sometimes that do happen. Energy come out, we be feeling that's too much. It's somebody's life. Somebody's going through a lot. They need a lot of answers. You're going to need a lot of answers later. And somebody's going to give you one card because they felt like this is the much I can deal with. It's not about what you can deal with. It's about what's needed. Keep your commandments. Self-correction, Jesus. Self-correction, Jesus. That's what I feel like. That's exactly that energy. Keep your commandments. Count your blessings. Speaking of that, so you're complaining about this for you want all these blessings, all of them. Don't put that came out too yesterday. Don't put none of them back, and it really played out too very well. Needed all of them. Count your blessings. Face your shadow. Laugh at your demons. Trust the divine plan. Admit your vulnerabilities. Nourish your soul first. Address your addictions. Do something different. Those were all good too. I like that. I want to read it backwards. I did just read it backwards. That was backwards. Now we're going to read it forward, intriguingly. Very, very intriguing. I did read that backwards. Very intriguing. Do something different, which that was different. I read it backwards and then I wanted to read it backwards. That was different. And I liked the way it sounded backwards. I didn't mean to do that though. But obviously, Spirit did. Intriguing. Let's go back this way. What they call that? Left to right, other than right to left. I literally just read. Um, did I say that right? I'm looking at the phone. This way, if you're looking like this way, that's left to right, but literally, it goes right to left. Okay. Do something different. Address your addictions. Nourish yourself first. Nourish yourself first, pardon me. Admit your vulnerabilities. That one feels important. Admit your vulnerabilities. A balance. Are you seeking something else? I'm craving more. I have a connection somewhere else. Cheetos. That's important. Trust the divine plan. That's funny because even with that, you're being told, like, even that's funny. I gave a couple examples and I feel like that goes right with it. Admit your vulnerabilities and then the universe follow up right with trust the divine plan. Trust the plan. Laugh at your demons. Face your shadow. It's your eternal side. That's what you're scared of. Is your shadow. To face it. Count your blessings and you literally did. It was on the scene. It was on the scene. Count your blessings. Well, that's a blessing. You should be very happy by that. And keep your commandments. You know the right thing to do. Stay true. Is there anything else, Spirit? I kind of want to go over to Gaia. Because I'm all decked in my blue today. It's only right to go swoop up on Gaia today. Emotions help us evaluate our experience. It is the emotional response we have after the fall. Who is this? Who am I reading from? The emotions. Emotions are on the scene today. Acknowledgement, expression, necessary. You have to respond. It's necessary. That's the mindfulness where your mind will be headed to. Is emotions. What you're going to do with them. It is necessary for you to express. It is the emotional response we have after the fall. Emotions help us evaluate our experiences, yourself happy, the present. Learn to recognize and understand your emotions. Anything else in here? I didn't highlight it, but it's caught my attention. Make a daily practice of taking a moment to recognize your emotions and honor them by understanding the very useful information they provide. That even goes back to what I said about the tarot reading. People who go for readings often, they feel like they're addicted or they get too many readings often. It's the progress. It's keeping track and notes of it, or just like a journal. I'm a journal person too, where I keep notes, where you can track your progress. It's important. It helps you trust yourself and your guidance, because your guidance is having you write it down. It's like meditation form. Like people who literally just go into meditation form. They sit in Buddha style, legs crossed, Indian style, metaphorically, and they just receive. Got the little hands out like this, and they just receive. But sometimes they just receive, but they don't write it down. Imagine if you wrote down what you were receiving, and then watch it display. It'd be just like this. You'll be able to do this. It's the same concept. It's just people do different things with it. And I got six of Earth. I'm gonna go to six of Earth because I just drove through in a way. Six of Earth, in the dark Earth. Duty, self, time, matters. Explain, truthful, present. I highlighted. This is a lot of key words. These are all mainly key words. And it'll be self, duty, matters, time, example, truthful, present. Provide support to others. And that's the key words. Those key words are highlights for other people, honestly. That's all they need is just that key word. That's the intriguing part. This is Sixth of Earth. It's going right back to Cancer's energy. It's in the dark. That's intriguing how simple things go a long way. Like, that's the intriguing part for somebody else. That's their puzzle piece that they needed. And they'll be like, just send me a sign. You were like, Lord, just send me a sign. It's one of those. And then time just dropped down. You're like, oh my God. And then you might be a person who know to watch the numbers. And then you get like 333 or 111. It's, oh my God. That simple part is all you needed to thrive either way, if that makes sense. Because this is Sixth of Earth, which that makes me happy. Boy, boy. Then we got love. How funny, perfect. Confidence. Honor your body as a temple. Make time to love and nourish yourself. Love and enjoy your uniqueness. How lovely. Express love in all its forms. Your love will shape you or break you. A past love re enters your life. There it goes right there. A past love re enters your life. A love that deserves a second chance. That's so funny. It came through. That's so beautiful. How do you feel about yourself? Do what makes your heart sing. Open your heart to new loves. The fourth reason for being is to experience love in all its forms, from codependency and need based love to big unconditional universal love, and to understand that love comes in many different forms. Love comes in many different forms. That's so important. That's the lesson that I'm going through, honestly. In different forms, which love comes in different forms, but sometimes even I'm using an example just in marriage because a lot of my energy does come in marriage. Like the real deal marriage, like two become one marriage, but I deal with marriage energy. And imagine you married to somebody and you don't think you're supposed to love nobody else, or you feel guilty if you love somebody else. But there's levels to it. Just like you love your kids, you love your job, you love your car, you love your food, you love your clothes. There's levels to it. They all teach you something and bring you something. It's all about how you act in it. It's just like you have a spouse. So you should only metaphorically be having sex with just your spouse. But that don't mean that you can't have loving connections with other people, like in a community base. Treat your community the way you would treat your kids or your family structure. You care for them, you nourish into them, speak life to them and things like that. But you don't have to sexualize everything metaphorically, where it's like, I love you, so we have to have sex and we're supposed to be having kids together and things like that. There's levels to love. That's the intriguing part. And a person like me, I got the unconditional love. I kind of want to find me in Gaia. I learned about me in Gaia, but I don't ever have to have sex with my partner or nothing to have a connection with them. That's the intriguing part, honestly. Like I'm presently here, but I already operate like I'm on the eternal side of how I will love you and guide you and support you. It's just a blessing that you can actually see me. That's the intriguing part when it comes to me. And a lot of people don't understand that concept. But I think that's been the energy, you guys. Wanna go to worry less prayer? Let's end it with worry less. And that'd be it. I've been going for an hour. It's not bad. Ah, this is the cherry on top for sure. I don't know if I want cherry. This is the pumpkin pie with the whipped cream on top. It's Thanksgiving, day for Thanksgiving We getting a pie today. This is the whipped cream on a pie. God walks with you. Psalms 23.4. A sleep and a waking God. If this is not the start of the message, clarity, God walks with you. Psalms 23.4. And a sleep and a waking God. Proverbs 6.22. This is literally that example of following those footsteps. Even though those footsteps are with you, already there, but there's footsteps that you can, it's just like this. It's just once again like this book. It's just like this book. These are the steps. Somebody they read it already. Follow the steps. I'm with you. It's the same energy. And then once you receive it, like you follow them steps, you get closer. If that makes sense. That's intriguing. God walks with you. A sleep and a wake. That's so beautiful. That's definitely the whipped cream on the pie for sure. That made me so happy. So that's been the energy, guys. Have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving.